Hi, this is Mina. Welcome to my corner of the kitchen. It's another cold winter day despite how I'm dressed. I'm gonna make a feel-good kind of meal. Vegan stuffed peppers. So I'm just using one onion. I'll take a tablespoon of oil and turn this pan on. Another tablespoon of oil and turn that pan on. Just breathe. It'll all get done. That's it. I'm gonna add half an onion to each of the pans. One's gonna be for my filling for my pepper and the other is gonna be for the sauce. So I used one yellow onion. So I'm stuffing peppers and it's kind of like, what do I have to stuff them with? Really only need about a cup of rice. Whatever amount of rice you use, you double the amount of water. So I'm gonna take about a cup of brown rice and I'm gonna rinse it. And then I'm gonna put it in this 9 by 13 baking dish and cover it with water. So that's it. You can add salt to this if you want. I don't want it. I'm gonna season the filling so much that I don't need it. Okay, we'll put that in the oven. It'll be good to go. In about a half an hour, I'm gonna stir my onions. Always keep your heat on medium. Unlike me, who's got it blasting on high. I'm gonna add some garlic to both of those. I'll put about 3 cloves in each. It's just so random. It's whatever you want. The sauce is gonna be so easy to make, it's laughable. Garlic, a quick stir in here. I'm gonna add just 1 can of water. And then I'll add some seasoning to this sauce. Put this on low and I'll get back to it, just adding the rest of my filling. So for my peppers, I'm gonna put rice. Instead of ground meat, I'm gonna make a veggie-based mixture. And I'll incorporate some of this sauce in the pepper and some of it on top of the pepper. Typical Italian seasoning is just a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of basil. I'll put a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of dried parsley, a half a teaspoon of oregano, just 1 pinch of crushed red pepper, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, so lots of seasonings going on in there. The paste is already melted down. My sauce is already at a nice consistency. I like this sauce consistency. It's perfect. So I'm just gonna put that to simmer. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more water because the can I added already blended. So let's add another cup of water to that. I don't want it to thicken too much. I'll give it something to work with while I prep everything out. That water is blending in already and my sauce is still a nice consistency. It's about 2 cups of water in there. I can always add more if that gets too thick. Too thin, I can cook it down, but that looks great. Let's cut up some peppers. 2 orange. So if I want to be fair, I'll do 2 red and 2 yellow. I'm just taking the seeds out. I'm already making stuffed peppers, but I am gonna add a little pepper inside as well. I'll chop those up. Okay, this goes in the filling pan behind me. Let's add some walnuts. Let me add this. So I'll put a cup of nuts. That looks good. So it's not a fine chop, it's a rough chop. So there's some texture. I can even add more if I wanted, but this is about 1 cup of chopped nuts. Let's put that in there. I'm gonna turn my heat up a little bit because now I'm focused on this. Mushrooms help give it like a meaty flavor. So my mushrooms are already sauteed and prepped, so those don't need a lot of attention besides a quick pulse. I happen to have some broccoli. I'm just gonna take the ends off and then rinse those, and I'll let my machine have fun chopping those up. That's it. You won't even know there's broccoli in there. My filling needs seasoning. Let's do salt and pepper. Himalayan sea salt, about 1/2 teaspoon. Black pepper. I think 1/4 teaspoon's enough on that. 1 shake, which is a pinch. That's a pinch came out of crushed red pepper. Let's put a little onion powder, a little garlic powder, about 1/2 teaspoon of basil, half a teaspoon of oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of parsley. That's it, that smells awesome. I'm turning my veggies off, they're done. I'm turning my sauce off, it's done. So I just cut them in half, and I'm gonna put them in this baking dish. Now here's my vegetables that I made. I'm gonna add to them a can of black beans and a can of red beans. And I feel like these red kidney beans are larger, so I'm gonna put them on this side of the pan, mashing the red beans down. Kind of giving the illusion of meat, I think, like ground meat. Then I'll mix that in there. So now I've got black beans, red beans, and so my filling is becoming very plentiful, but it's not done yet. Let's add to it. My rice, I just put it in the oven for 1/2 hour to bake, and there it is. It's perfectly ready to eat brown rice. I think I'm only gonna add 1 cup. So you can see I'm just stirring this rice into my filling mixture. Here's my red sauce. That looks good. Actually, let's just do 4 tablespoons of sauce. And I can see that everything's kind of coming together. But if you're not vegan, Parmesan cheese would be great in here. I'm gonna do 6 tablespoons of sauce. Even though this was binding nicely with just those 4, I'll add a little more color. It's just easier for me to hold this in my hand and stuff it. And I'm just leveling it out. Look at these, look amazing. They're not done yet. I have my sauce. Hi, this is my husband, Michael. See how we're both wearing short sleeves? Are we the cutest? Like, hey, are you gonna wear short sleeves today? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? You come here often? This is my delicious sauce. It was so easy, wasn't it? Anyway, the answer is yeah, so easy. All right, this is too good. I'm gonna use every last little bit with this spatula. Look how much is left. Now every pepper is covered with sauce. This looks great. You have to keep in mind that everything except for the outer shell pepper is cooked, right? It just has to be heated through. I'm just gonna add in the corners of the pan some water. It's just about 1/2 cup. It's gonna kind of create a steam. This is a great dinner. I'm so excited about it. Let's see how these turned out. I can't. These are like my babies, and I'm having a proud mother moment. I did leave it in longer than anticipated because no one's ready to eat yet. They look like this. They're just bubbling. Doesn't that look good? I'll prepare a plate and I'll show you. These peppers only needed to go into the oven for like 30 minutes. You know, just heating them up so the pepper can come out and be like crisply tender and hold its bowl-like shape. Well, these have been cooking for at least an hour. So I'll give you a close-up view. The pepper is like settling, like it's not upright. I actually like it like that because it's not mushy, but it is well done. It's tender, and I would say not crispy tender anymore, but I'm okay with that. This pepper has incredible flavor. It probably looks from over there like it's ground meat in there, but it's not. You saw what's in it. It's really good all by itself. I can be done and just have that be the only thing I eat. The potato and some of the stuffed pepper together, that's magic. I could just eat this whole thing in front of you, but I'm not gonna. Spinach is outstanding. I love these creamy mashed potatoes. It's just a hint of garlic. And the stuffed pepper is incredible. And I have to enjoy the rest of it with my family. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.